Hi folks, and welcome to this episode of Dungeon Lore where we're gonna cover the Wailing Caverns. Basically the Wailing Caverns is pretty much one of the first dungeons you'll meet if you level a horde, or at least in Kalimdor. So Night Elves, although Night Elves are stuck to the north, so they may do Black Fathom first, but anywho. The Wailing Caverns, so it's a dungeon in the Barrens, in the northern part of the Barrens, so now after Cataclysm it's in the northern Barrens. The dungeon itself has basically changed a little, but the lore is totally pretty much the same since vanilla. However, the world around it obviously has changed since Cataclysm. So the basically the dungeon journal gives a pretty good summary of what the dungeon lore is. Let me see, what is it? We're looking for W. There you go. Oops. Here's the mouse wheel again. Alright, so it says, years ago, the famed druid Naralex and his followers descended into the shadowy Wailing Caverns, named for the mournful cry one hears when the steam burst from the cavern system feature. Naralex planned to use the underground spring to restore the lushness of the Barrens, you know, the Barrens obviously. But upon entering the Emerald Dream to do so, he saw his vision of regrowth turn into a waking nightmare, one that has plagued the caverns ever since. So basically, as you know, the Barrens is pretty much a savanna type of desert. And this druid, he was a night elf druid, decided that he found this the caverns had, you know, like they say, sort of steams in them, water steams, and that's why they're called the Wailing Caverns, because the noise of the steam would make like a whale type of sound. And so he wanted to use this water to try to find a way to restore the Barrens. And oh, there you go, easy. And doing so, he had to enter the Emerald Dream. Now, upon entering the Emerald Dream, why not? I can't remember if I've killed this one, so... Oh, shut up. So yeah, so upon entering the Emerald Dream, something happened, and basically the whole of the caverns were corrupted, and the wildlife that was in it, you know, the crocodiles, the snakes, and everything, also got corrupted. And so it ended up that his druids that were with him, they were, I don't know if they had a name specifically, but they were sort of a pack. Well, they weren't a pack, but they became the Druids of the Fang because of their transformation and their corruption. And so pretty much that's the lore behind the dungeon. There's not much to it, so that's why I'm not doing a specific dedicated episode for it. When the lore is much bigger and the zone has a lot of quests for these dungeons, I'll do a specific episode. But for this one, it's pretty basic, so I'm not too bothered. So basically, that's the lore for the thing, and then you just go in the. Again, why not? Because, like I said, I'm not sure I've done the rares in Kalimdor. I may have.
I'm out of range.
And so you go into these caverns to investigate what's going on, cleanse the corruption, and just, you know, be a good guy. So many of you might not know this, but the entrance to the cavern is made to look like a snake skull, apparently. Copper vein. Can't ever have enough raw materials, although rough stone would be a good candidate. Let's see if I get lost in here. I'll just bypass these people.
Too far away.
Alright. The dungeon also is very well known for being a good place to farm skin, because there are lots of raptors, snakes, and the like, as you can see here. And these all can be skinned, so leather workers like to come here. And it's also considered right now a good sort of twink place. Because the stuff you get in here, the dungeon is level 25, no, 15 to 25. So you usually get there around probably 18 or 19, something like that. And the Northern Barrens stuff is not as good as the dungeon, so it's a good place to get your things. Oh, shut up. Now, where is the entrance? Because I always get lost. I feel like I'm circling around. Oh, well, I am circling around. Since Cataclysm, pretty much all the quests have been moved into inside of the dungeon, so it's for many dungeons it's rare that you have to get stuff outside unless the zone itself, you know, sets up important events for the dungeon, like for example the Dead Mines or Ulduar or stuff like that. But in this case it's a fairly minor dungeon lore-wise, so here we are. Here you go.
Goddess bless you.
Cleansing the caverns. Naralex had a noble goal. Our great leader aspired to enter the Emerald Dream and help regrow these harsh lands back into lush forest that one was. But something went terribly wrong. Naralex's trusted allies, Druids of the Fang, turned on him. They seek not to heal the Barrens, but to dominate it. Maelstrom, before we can awaken Naralex and restore balance to this vital place, you need to eradicate the Fang Lords. Their influence has sunk too deeply. So, I want you to kill Fang Lords Cobra, Naracondra, Pythas, and Serpent. So basically, your classic
I've been expecting you.
kill quest. This guy originally, I believe, was outside of the dungeon in a hidden location, or maybe it was this guy. And a lot of people missed a few of his quests because they couldn't find him. but now they're all inside. Naralex descended deeper into this nightmare. A strange breed of beasts arose from beneath the Barrens into the Wailing Caverns. Those Deviate creatures have strange otherworldly properties. Their very existence causes great pain to the earth. I believe that slaying them will greatly aid our work in healing the caverns. So we're gonna get some skins and hides from mobs.
Ancestors watch over you.
Preemptive methods. There's an herb in these caverns that holds untold power, Maelstrom. Perhaps you wish to help me collect it. There's a rare flower called Serpent Bloom. I believe this in greater quantities. It has the potential to prevent nightmare like Naralex's from ever occurring.
Go in.
So as you can see, the quests are not all that, fabulous.
Peace, friend.
Naralex sleeps again. Long ago, Naralex journeyed to these caverns with the honorable goal of entering the Emerald Dream and regrowing the caverns into the Barrens into a lush forest. His focus waned, and his thoughts became tainted by serpentine visions. Now reptilian beasts seep from his dream to the land. He must be awoken from the nightmare, or we will forever. Or he will. Hold on, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Or he will be forever lost, and a great evil unleashed. Only after his corrupted servants, the Fang Lords, have been slain can I perform the awakening ritual.
May the eternal sun shine.
So let's go do all this. Killed. Boom. I hope it's not a case of I don't have enough mobs in the dungeon to actually get the loot I need. There we go. Ooh. I don't know if I have that one. Screaming gully. So far so good. Let's see the order that we're supposed to kill these people in. Okay, so her first, Anaconda, Pythus, Cobran, Crash, Scum, Serpentis. Okay. Is there a heroic version? No. Alright, so Anacondras. Who is right here. So basically to the left here. So let's see what's what. Oh, there she is. Well, that was fast. I'm gonna let mobs. What's that? Oh, serpent. I'm gonna let boss mobs hit me for a bit and try not to actually unequip my my weapon in case they have, you know, dialogue that could be interesting. I don't want to kill them in one shot.
None can stand against the Serpent Lords.
Oh, that's all you got? Alright. Good loot for rogues, I think, in here too. And since a lot of rogues will be leather, it makes sense. Alright, the second boss, Lord Pythus. Pythus is... No. where the bloody hell is Lord Titus? Oh, there you go. I'm blind. Okay. So we go down here and then we go back up. I'm assuming to the cavern. Right? Down here. This dungeon is just... You always get lost. Because if I go here... This is not where I want to be. I think I have to jump down. Let's see. Oh hey, Crash. Are you supposed to be a boss? Pit of the Fangs. Kill you with my fists. Looks like we'll be able to complete that quest fairly easily. Maybe if you're in a group it's harder. Solo it's pretty easy. Straight up Fang. Oh. I was thinking I want to pickpocket him, but I forgot I'm not on my rogue. Here's Pythus, it looks like. Oh. Oh, crud. I'm a pack rat. Okay, this goes away. This goes away. This goes away. Really, everything should go away, but... Okay, screw it. Everything but weapons goes away. Nah, actually, nah. I'm a pack rat. I'll keep everything. I have too much crap in my bag. Rough stones. I have way too many rough stones as it is. Alright. Back on track.
The coils of death will crush you.
I like your voice. Alright. No, you don't heal yourself. Oh yeah, I'm really gonna have to toss stuff. Yeah, screw it. That's always useful. That can disenchant. Cares about that. Disenchant. Alright, this quest is done. So now we loop around here and we go kill Cavern, I believe. Who should be the next boss? Yeah, Lord Cavern. Alright, let's read actually those things that I never paid attention to. Scarleaf was the first to volunteer for Naralex's self-appointed mission to the Barrens. After her master's nightmare shattered her mind, the young acolyte cast aside her name, now envisioning a sinister reptilian future for Azeroth. The one we just killed, childhood friend of Naralex, the warrior Erin, yeah, let's call it Erin, was a quick study in Druidism. Despite his training, the acolyte was defenseless against the corruption that would strip away his insanity. Erin has taken on the name Pythos, combining his impressive melee powers with his druidic arsenal to vanquish intruders. It's actually a pretty sad instance. All these people, good intentions, couldn't fight against the powers and became corrupted. Alright, quest done, so let's not worry too much about all these anymore. Let's just get to the boss. What is that? This... yeah. Lots of snakes. Here is copper, and let's read this thing. Jalaxla's skill at harnessing animal forms earned him renown among the Druid of the Cenarian Circle. However, the Wailing Caverns corruption twisted his unique abilities. Now Jalaxla has perfected a deadly serpentine form, renaming himself Cobran to reflect his vicious newfound power. So I'm assuming he's gonna transform into something.
You will never wake the dreamer.
Oh yes, I will. Haha. No, okay. Oh, there you go. Leggings of the Fang. Huh. I wonder how these look. Oh wow. Alrighty then. Let's not. Although it could be fun for something else. For something a bit out there. Yeah. Why not? Alright, so now that we've done this, let's go all the way back. I think we can drop actually here. To go fight Serpentis already? Oh no, Crash and Crash we just did, right? I think Crash was the turtle that I thought might be a boss. That's why I thought maybe. And Scum is whoever. So if we find him, we'll get him. But let's do Serpentis. So Serpentis, we have to loop around here or drop. He's all the way over there, so I can guarantee you I'm gonna get lost. So this way, this way. Oh lord. So I go here. I have no clue. Alright, well let's head back and we'll figure it out. What if I drop here? Alright. So either we go... I think we have to go under here and then go here. Let's see. What is this? Oh, that's the, yeah, because I finished those quests. I'm pretty sure I should go this way. Like, yeah, let's try this one. See what's what. Oh, wow, not at all. Okay. This is not it. Huh. What's out there? Crag of ever living. Well, let's go see. Okay. Alright, so if we loop around here, yeah, that makes sense, it should be here. Please. Oh wait, is it loop up there actually? Oh. What did it? Okay, I don't know. It's ominous. Even though I tend to get lost in here, I kinda like the dungeon, the aesthetic and everything, so it doesn't really bother me that much. Maradon, on the other hand, drives me insane. Wait, am I what? Huh? That's where I just was. Oh god. This is very confusing. There must be something here that I missed. Because if you loop around here, you should do this. That's what I don't get. Alright. Yes, but I guess I have to jump, otherwise I fall. Or maybe I had to fall. No, that looks about right. Okay. Aha. Lord Serpentis. Z. The Druids of the Fang's leader was once Naralex's finest student. His tragic downfall stemmed from his desire to become a Shando, or honorable teacher. Like Naralex, his insanity took root. As insanity took root, Serpentis rallied his brethren to his side and formed the Druids of the Fang. So he is the leader of the Druids of the Fang.
I am the Serpent King. I can do anything.
That rhymes, dude. Should consider another career. Had nothing else to say? Shut up. You healing, really? Alright, die. Alright, so he is at last. Naralex can be awakened. Come, aid me, brave adventurers. Okay, so where is he? Because the next guy... Oh well, I guess we return to everyone, so... Let's kill him. He's on the list, so why not? So I guess we get out and we drop. I think. Well, it looks a little steep. It really wouldn't do if, as a level 90, I ended up dying in the Wailing Caverns. That would not be appropriate. Maybe I can jump here. Still a little, yeah. No, I'd rather not risk it. No rush. Oh, well, actually, I'd rather not risk it, but I don't have much of a choice, I don't think. So... Alright. I think maybe I could have jumped in the water from over there. I didn't really pay attention. Now let's go back to the quest givers at the beginning of the instance, and this should give us a follow-up since we've done everything.
The winds guide you.
No efforts shall not go
We
unnoticed.
shall meet.
You have done well. Hopefully we can use these to prevent further nightmares. It's nothing really fascinating. Let's see this. Feel the balance returning. Quick, talk to Muyo to help him awaken Naralex. Alright, blah blah blah. Doesn't really matter, but since... Oh, what's the most expensive? This one. Alright. Talk to Muyo. Let's do that.
What brings you here?
The Fang Lords are dead. All hope is not lost. The awakening ritual is quite complex, however, it cannot be done alone. I will handle all the necessary preparations, but I will need you to protect me. Nightmares summoned from Naralex's journey through the Emerald Dream proved to be quite formidable. Without your help, this mission is doomed. When you are ready to defend me, say the word, and I shall lead the way to Naralex's chamber. Let's
We
do this.
shall meet again. Greetings, traveler.
Why do I keep looting stuff I don't need? He said that before. He said that Deviate Guardian is a minion of Naralex, of Naralex's nightmare. No doubt. It's the same music as in the Dead Mines. I love this music. I remember this. It's been a while though. Level 19 elite. Alright. Naralex dreams up a horrendous vision. Something stirs beneath the murky waters. Oh, hello. That was
I
it.
am awake at last.
Alright, so they flew away as owls. I cannot. Unique. What is this?
Inventory is
Of course. Whatever. Alright, and so is this it? From the darkest corners of Naralex's twisted mind, the corruption plaguing the Emerald Rim has manifested in the form of a druid's worst enemy, Murlocs. The aberration known as Mutanus has come to the waking world to devour any who seek to liberate Naralex from the nightmare's clutches. And so I guess this is it. I believe the quest giver flew away. So how do you get your no, I guess the quest is gone. So this was the Wailing Caverns, folks. As you can see, a short episode, not a lot of lore. At least not very important lore. But a fun little dungeon for those who've done it, you know, in the past. I'm assuming it'll probably be updated at some point, but it's a minor dungeon. So anyway, next episode we will probably, I think, do Black Fathom Depths. In the meantime, folks, have fun, keep playing, and we'll see you soon.